Hello, everybody. Welcome back to No Review Playthrough with just Ryan today. Today, I thought I would go through the Clank solo with the app that you can see in the bottom right hand corner. And it says it's a solo campaign, so I'm kind of interested. I have not looked at it hardly at all, just a little bit to kind of see how things are set up and so forth from there. So we're going to kind of go in this a little bit blind with the gameplay at least. But I've got everything set up here. I know it's kind of zoomed out. You won't be able to see a lot of what I'm actually doing, so I will describe the best of what I can. I thought it was better that you can kind of see most of the table, and also so I could put the, where is it? There we go. I could put that down in the corner here and hopefully still see the map over in here. Um, let's see, I wonder, maybe. Let's, I guess we're going to put it up here and I'll try and make the map as best as I can from there. Because I don't think you really need to see all that market stuff up here. You can't really see too much. I was debating whether to zoom in or not, and I think if I have it zoomed out more, it's a little harder to see. Obviously, every single card, of course, and so forth, and everything on the map. But that's not necessarily the most important part. All right, let's go with that, and I'm sure the internet will find something to complain about, anyways. Okay, so I'll do a lot. I mean, I've planned on doing a lot of describing, anyways. All right, so let's see here. So we're gonna go ahead and play. So it says we need a new campaign. So I've seen a little bit of this, so we'll just call it Ryan. I'm not very creative. I'm going with the red character, so we'll go ahead and choose red. All right, so this is what I don't know. It's going to choose a color for Max. Okay, so I'll need to get my box. We'll go with blue for him. Max Lightfinger is a rival thief and a bad egg. Tap select your rival and his color, okay? So he's your rival and is also in the caves nabbing treasure. Max makes Clank whenever all players do, and when you cause each other player to make Clank. Okay, that makes sense. He takes damage when his cubes or ghost cubes are pulled from the dragon bag. Once he takes 10, he's knocked out and no longer makes any Clank. He has no deck, no pawn in the dungeon. Okay, and it does not actually take turns, so I don't really need that other than I just need his box. So I've got the blue box. There you can see, here's the blue box. And I'll just keep this on the floor next to me as needed from there. Okay. Continue. I think we're going to go ahead normal mode. And we're going to go ahead and play. Alright, so chapter 1, the wizard. We join our hero, that's you of course, in a small pastoral town. You are preparing for another season of farming in the undisputed beauty of one of the safest places in the kingdom. Boring. You yearn for adventure, if you as always have. It's extraordinarily lucky, then, that you ran into a bizarre old man. Okay. With translucent skin while going to the market. You look at the adventuring sort, he says. I'm looking for someone like you. That sounds familiar. Oh, so there's a little bit of a map set up. Okay. Arrange the map of shown, so we already have this. The face-down safe tiles are collapsed. They are impassable. Place only one monkey idol. Okay, so we need to take one of those out. On the shrine, place an unused cube over the portal on the starter tile. Okay. I don't know. Alright, so we need an unused color. So we'll get one from an unused character. We'll grab the orange here. Okay. Alright, so the problem is, okay, I've got to try and orient my... Okay, so this is kind of not necessarily troublesome, but just trying to find specific tiles. So it looks like we have two collapsed ones here. Okay. And am I supposed to find... I could see this taking forever finding the ones that I need. Okay. Oh, I think the top ones that are kind of gray are showing me... Okay, those are just blow-ups. Okay, yeah, they're highlighted in green. They're just showing me their blow-ups. of the other one, so we're blocking that out. Okay, and then it looks like I need to find... Okay, so that's the starter tile. I'm trying to do this one direction and then on my phone, then another direction. Okay, so... Alright, so this could be kind of a pain in the butt. So I need to try and find some blue tiles. The Way Shrine. I think this is it. I think that's the one to go there. Okay, and then I just luckily... Oh, I think I got both of these right off the bat. Okay, that's got a heart here. 2 greens. Okay, so I think I'm safe with that one. Okay, and then I find one with a long tunnel on top. It's not the ghost tiles. I think this is it here. Nope. Need one with a long tile and a crystal cave. Okay, I'm skipping through them too fast apparently. So I wonder how much... Hopefully it doesn't do this for every one. Hopefully this is just the setup. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah, with the market. Alright, so that's going to go up there. Okay, so I wonder if it's going to have me shuffle the rest of these. Okay. The deck setup, shuffle the tiles and place 2 safe tiles on top of the deck. Okay. Yeah, so the rest will be randomized. Okay, so we'll place those are for the 2 top ones. And then we'll shuffle up the rest here. Alright, so yeah, okay, so that's not too bad. Just a little bit of extra setup. If I would have known that, I probably would have done a little bit early. Okay, the Clank area, so I don't have the official Clank because of the way I'm storing the box. You can watch my previous video of that, but I've got the Clank area. We'll just have this here. Place 3 of your cubes and 3 of your rivals in the Clank area. So what we will do is we'll just put the Clank area right there. And 3 blues. In the Clank area there. Okay, alright. In the Clank area, okay. Rage, we've set it up for 2. I just need to make sure I set it on 3. So there, we're okay with that. It looks a little different, but it's still the same idea. Oh, okay. So I need to find the librarian, the skeleton, and the keymaster. Okay, there's a skeleton. Keymaster and the librarian. Okay. Didn't realize there's going to be quite a bit of extra setup. Okay, I'll have to remember that in the future and at least have this, but then you can see at least what you have to do to go through the setup. Okay, so set aside the golden monkey bot prisoner. So I need to go up and find that. There it is there. Okay. And the 2 monkey idols that we took out, so I'll put those back over here next to me. And then a special secret. Looks like this one here, but okay, there's 2 of them. They don't look funny. They don't look like the ones on the picture. They're slightly different. Major secrets. Okay, so I got those all set aside. And then, okay, I didn't realize there's going to be all this extra setup. I need 3 golden eggs. There's another one. And there's a 3rd one. Okay, so let's put all these back. Okay, so it looks like, oops, I knocked over all my piles. Oh well. Looks like they do quite a bit then to make this whatever, that they set a lot of this up firsthand. Okay, so oops, I put that back. Where'd it go? Well, now that it's nice and randomized again. The pile's falling over. There it is. Alright, let's turn those back over. Okay. Alright, so we got those eggs. And my market is down over here, as you can see. Okay, so we got all those. I got my lock picks. I'm sure I still get those. You will not use them at all this campaign. Okay. Alright, chapter start. I can show you the wonders of the world, the mysteries of the great beyond, the old man said. But first fetch me some of these delectable monkey knickknacks. And watch out for the portals. They may not get you home safe. I'd go myself, but there's a spell keeping this helpless old wizard out. Okay. So during each game of the campaign, you will try and steal an artifact and escape before being knocked out by Umbruk Vesma. Man, this is small. You'll get your bonuses to your grade for stealing high-value artifacts. Okay, so you do want a little bit more. For this game, you have an additional bonus goal, so get in there, find an artifact, and get the best score you can. When you've completed your turn before revealing the Dragon Brawl, take the next button and follow directions. On screen are your objectives and extras. Extras not required. We give you a bonus. Tap a button when you've completed. Complete each chapter. Receive a grade based on your score. Bonuses from completing extras will improve your grade. At times you may get locked on a tile. To unlock and be able to move off the tile, defeat the monster that's keeping you there. You can find help in the game menu at any time. Okay, so move on to a tile near a monkey shrine. Steal an artifact, steal an idol. Okay, so I'm going to set this over here on my table, off to the side. Okay, so, alright, so let's go ahead and put the dungeon deck back. Search for those cards. Okay, so before I fill the row back up that you can't see anymore, or not as much, we need to hit the next button. Okay, so I assume we play our turn as normal. 2, 3, 4. Grab our 5 cards, and here we go. Alright, so I have a defensive position. If you're in a crystal cave, it's 1 boot. The ability is 2 swords if I'm in a crystal cave. Inspire, a boot and a skill point. When ending this turn, you may put 1 companion on the top of your deck instead of discarding it. And then 3 burgle bucks. Okay. Alright, so looks like I don't need this stuff that we put off to the side. Well, we'll put it off to the side here anyways. Alright, so we've got 2 boots for movement. I'll put this over here next to me. And 4 burgle bucks. Okay. You may put 1 companion on top of your deck instead of discarding it. Okay. So I'm assuming that's if I don't buy a companion. So my tokens here, if I buy a companion, you spend a token, put it right on my deck. So I want companions. Alright, let's go ahead and move first. So basically I only have 1 direction into this room. There's 2 boots, crystal cave. So if you're in a crystal cave, create 2 swords. So I've got a monster over here, which is an animated wall. Well, it doesn't do a whole lot. Defeat, gain a boot, which is weird. Okay, but they didn't know I was in a crystal cavern to gain the swords. If you use a portal this turn, plus 1 boot. Okay, so none of those really apply to me, but I got rid of it. Anyways, I had 2 swords. Okay, and then I moved $1, 2, 3, $4, 4 burgle bucks. I am going to, since we have no swords in our deck, I'm going to buy Sneak Attack. It has 3 swords on it, and it's a -2 of Clank. And when I acquire it, I gain a sword, which will not do me good. I'll put that in my discard pile. Okay, so let's see. Before we do, I didn't steal an artifact, didn't steal a monkey idol, and I did not move on to a tile in the monkey shrine. Okay, so what next? Trash, no cards, refill is normal. Okay. All right, so another Sneak Attack. And a Rebel Scribe, 1 burgle buck, and if you have a companion, draw a card. Okay, so let's go ahead and scoop up the played cards, discard them, and draw my other 5, okay, so I have a Rebel Squire. When you have another companion you play, draw a card, so I want companions. And of course I got my 2 stumbles, so I have to add 2 Clank. Alright, so no movement because I got it all last turn, and 3 burgle bucks. Alright, 3 burgle bucks. So, if I could, I should buy a companion and put it on top of my deck if I can. There's an expert guide, which is 2 burgle bucks and 2 boots. I got 2 of them. There's a smash and grab, which is 2 clank, but draw 2 cards. And I got a rebel scribe as a companion. So I had I had $3. $3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this expert guide for 2 and this rebel scribe for 1. And I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 of my conscription tokens, and I'll put the expert guide on top of my deck. I'm not going to waste both of them, because this one says if you have a companion, your player draw a card. I may or may not have that happen, so I don't want to waste the card. Alright, so we will go ahead and now draw my 1. Let's see, let's do this turn. Okay, so I should hit okay. Alright, next turn, none of those things happen, so we hit next turn. Trash the 2 cards in the middle. Okay. So I guess I'm removing these 2. It shows all 6 there. But I guess I'm trashing those 2. That means I got to fill up a whole bunch. No strike. No strike. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. There's a dragon strike. And 6. Alright. So let's go ahead and pull our cubes. Let me just make sure. Can I get some help here? I want to just make sure that seems kind of weird. Instructions. App, yeah. Okay. When you complete your turn before filling the dungeon. Okay, so I'm doing it right. So it just seems kind of weird that it shows all of them. So I guess I get lucky if those cards are already gone. Alright, so our first dragon strike is 3 cubes. Alright, and I'll put them down here so we can see 2 black, 3 black. Alright, so I'm going to put those off to the side over here. Alright, so let's go ahead and do my turn. I draw 1. I have to shuffle my discard pile. And draw 2, 3, 4, 5 cards total. Alright, so I knew we got the companion, the expert guide. That's 2 burgle bucks and 2 boots. There's a rebel scribe. If you have a companion in your player, which I do, I will draw a card. Alright, he's a burgle buck. I got burgle for $1. Another clank, which at the beginning we draw lots of those. Got a mess of tokens over here now. There's the ghost cubes. And another burgle buck and a boot. If I'm in a crystal cave, then I can get 2 swords. Alright, so I got 3 boots. So we're going to take this path here on the left. We reveal the tile, and I can put it wherever we want. We might as well go ahead and put this so I can gain. So I finish my movement. I gain a minor secret, which I just gained 2 swords. Okay, that was 1 boot, so I'm going to go ahead and discard this to show that I used 1 of the boots. I have 2 more. There's no monsters, so going into a crystal cave and using my defensive position and gaining 2 swords won't really help me too much. So let's go ahead and take this path. Oops, I'm on my side. Let's see what we got here. So that's going to loop around to a collapsed one, which I couldn't do, so that's kind of dead ending that. So let's go ahead and put this here. So there's a second boot, get another minor secret, which I have. Which one? This one's a new one. Looks like a puzzle box. So let's see what the puzzle box is. So minor secret. Keep this token until you enter a Ray Shrine, then return the token to the box and take a major secret. Okay. Alright, so I haven't got that on our other playthrough, so that was 2 boots. I do have 1 more. I did not create any swords, so if I move into the market, I will have to take a damage, so I can either stay or take a damage. I did not go in a crystal cave, so I did not get the defense. Okay, so sure, let's go ahead and do that. So I have 1 damage on my track. All right, I'm in the market, no money, cannot do anything. All right, so I got to get in the habit next turn. Remove 2 cards since I did not. Oh, I didn't buy anything. Duh. I had quite a bit actually. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 5 burgle bucks. There's a locked trunk. You must spend a lockpick to use. Take a major secret. I don't want it. I'm gonna get this sword. No, that's 6. I can't get the sword for 6. So I'm gonna get the brave hero for all 5. 2 burgle bucks, a sword, and a boot. A little bit of everything in his companion, worth 5 if you freed 3 or more prisoners. I may not have that happen. Okay, so I would have done that, and then we trash this one according to the app. Hit OK. I need to remember that's what I'm here for. And then do 2 those. There's a dragon strike on that one. So we take my 1 cube, and we're pulling 3 cubes from the bag. 1, 2, and 3. So another 3 black. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my objectives are still the same. Okay, because the guy really wants the monkey artifact. Okay, let me see what it said. I just should maybe check about collapses. Okay, that's okay. The starting tile can error all tiles for the large tile collapses. Remove anything or any cubes. It's impassable. Okay. All right. So I can't go up here and grab the monkey island. I'm gonna have to circle all the way around. Okay. All right. Close that. Okay. All right. Next turn. All right. Well, I just got -2 Clank, and I'm not adding any Clank right now. Dang it! I don't have my cards. Okay. When it is turn, you may put a companion on top of your deck. So if I get a companion, if you have another companion in your play area, draw a card. I do not. So sneak attack, 3 swords, which I may be doing as I move. I have 1 boot, so I think I want to gain up. I've got to get that artifact anyway, so let's go ahead and go this way. So I choose this way. Now we're in the bad rooms. Okay, so this is how I can orient this. Can I get, yeah, I might as well do that. All right, so away shrine, I put a thing there. Oh, I forgot to grab my gold box. All right, so here's my gold box. And I get a coin from there because I use my fancy metal coins. All right, so that was my 1 boot. 3 swords right now are not doing me any good. I'll put my coins over here, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I buy a companion, I can put 1 companion on top of your deck. Oh, I could put this as my companion. Okay, when ending this turn, you may put a companion on top of your deck. Okay, so I'm going to put it there when I end up my turn. So I got, well, I guess I should count him out. I've got 4 for now. All right, what are we going to get for 4? There's a corrupt advisor for 4. 2 money. Each other player gets 2 Clank. If you have a crown, you get something. There's the Soul Drinker, which is 3 swords. You can use it for healing, which is kind of nice. I'm going to, what did I say again? 4. Let's go ahead and get, we're going to get a Shadow Walk for 2, which is a boot and trash or burgle. And then I'm going to get a mercenary up here from the standard deck for another 2. All right, so before we refill, none of those happened. So we trash these 2. They're really making it so that you pull dragon strikes. So making Clank is going to be very bad. Okay, Crystal Compass, Golden Flute, and a Rose Quartz, which has a dragon strike. So 3 cubes. 2, 3. All right, there's 1 of mine. So I'm up to two wounds now. You can see a little bit of the damage track up there. All right, we're going to shuffle. I only have 2, so we need to shuffle. I guess I should be buying companions. Play to the strength of my starter deck. Okay, shuffle real quick. I need to draw 3. 2 and 3. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and... I got 2 of my stumbles. So we need to add Clank to the pile, so they're done. The Burgle, the Brave Hero. A little bit of everything. So I have a total of 2 boots, and I've got 1 sword. So my goal right now is just to get the Monkey Idol and hopefully reveal an artifact room here pretty quick. So I can move through this tunnel. Has a monster on it, but I do have 1 sword. Let's reveal this. See what I want to do. I can go up here, which will let me explore here. That will just turn a loop, so I don't want that. That will put me another way shrine, but it just creates a loop, so I pretty much need to do this. Alright, so that was 1 boot. Puts me there. Okay, there's no crystal cave, so I have defensive position again. I will not make 2 swords. So if I move for my second boot, I will take another damage. Oh, I do have 2 swords here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend this for my 2 swords. I will get rid of this token. Put it face down over here. So I have 2 swords. I'm going to use 1 there, 1 here. I still technically have 1 on my card, and then I take a minor secret, which is trash a card. Great. So I'm going to trash Stumble out of here. Perfect. Okay. All right, so I used all my boots. I still have a sword, which 2 is for the goblin. All right, and then I have $3, so I should try and buy a companion if I can. There is no companions I can afford. The golden flute is immediately get money, but of course I'm playing music, so I'd get a Clank. Well, this is good. I've never seen this. You may buy 1 item from the market this turn for 5, even if you're not in the market room. Wow, that's pretty sweet. But I just said I don't want to make Clank, but I do have a Clank removal card. Can't really afford a whole lot. Let's... I may regret it, but we're going to pay 1. So that's 1. I have $2 left. I will get another mercenary for 2. Alright, so nothing happened. Oh, a little behind here. Nothing happened next turn. Alright, we're trashing that one. And then refill. Okay, double cross, -2 Clank. Definitely want to try and get that. 6 cost though. The light stick is plus Clank, but it's 3 burgle bucks. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, when I was in the Way Shrine, I had my little puzzle box. I should have spent that and got a major secret. Alright, I got a treasure map for 5 points. I don't think that does anything different. Maybe it does. Maybe it's more than just 5. Keep this token for the rest of the game. You may move through one-way tunnels in the opposite direction. Oh, so it does have a little arrow up and down, so I can move either direction, even on one-way tunnels, because I'm smart and see where I'm going. Okay, let's see what we've got. Just Burgle, Inspire. Again, I can put a companion on top. Shadow Walk. Trash a Burgle in your play or discard area. I've got quite a few Burgles or cards that create money, so I'm going to go ahead and trash that for my discard. It's the Shadow Walk. And then I have a Mercenary and the Rebel Squire. If you have a companion, draw a card. I just drew my Mercenary, so we'll draw a card. I got another Burgle Buck. Alright, so boot-wise, I usually like to move first. I do have 2 swords if I need to. So let's go ahead and take... before I leave... I believe this is a book on it. I can spend a lockpick and get a free tome. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to put a lockpick here before I leave. Make sure I don't fall on my side. I'm going to take a secret tome, plug up my deck, but I've already gotten rid of 2 cards, so there's that. Okay, so 1 boot, we're going to take this tunnel to the right here. Again, I'm trying to get to this monkey shrine here. All right. Oh, I just noticed there's an artifact card right there. I'm supposed to take the top artifact. That's the one thing, the first time we played this, I forgot to do that, or it was a hard time remembering, because I just remembered, so I pulled one with this. Now this is a +1, so what we do is we take the value, we skip the first one and put this one down. So we're skipping the 7 and putting the 10 down. So this is perfect. Okay, so if I put that there, I can get to it if I align the tile that way. Perfect. Okay, so finish my movement. Technically, that's 1. So we're going to do the second boot to move to there because I want to grab that artifact. Okay, 2 swords. So I'm going to, there's no monsters in the dungeon row, so I'm going to defeat the goblin. Take a coin. Already done all those. When you end this turn, you put 1 companion, so I'm going to probably put the mercenary on top of my deck. So 2 boots, 1, 2, 3, 4, and $5. So I'm going to buy, I keep saying I need to buy a companion, so I'm going to buy a corrupt advisor. Each other player gets a clank, so I can make this shadow guy, I can't remember what his name was now, he can take a clank. Okay, and then if you have a crown, they get +2 clank. Okay, so it's really not going to help me, except they are two burgle bucks when I play them. So I can put a companion on top of my deck. I was going to put the mercenary. I will need at least a sword. Then I got to get 3 swords to get out of that room unless I backtrack, which I probably will anyways. All right, so let's go ahead and put the mercenary on top of my deck. Okay, none of those things steal. No. Okay, so we're going to move 1, 2, technically it's those 2, the last 2. I did not take them. And refill. A riot, a skeleton. I wonder if I was supposed to remove that card. All of the skeletons. I didn't really notice there's more than 1 skeleton. I didn't look that close to see if I was supposed to remove all copies or just a copy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, oh well. I don't know how much that affects the game. Okay, so we'll play it. Wow, so I needed swords. I definitely got 3 swords, +2 with the mercenary. So I have sneak attack, which is -2 clank. Perfect. Okay. All right, so I have 5 swords if I need them. 2 boots and some burgles. I got the expert guide, so I got 2 boots. So 1 sword moves into here. We're going to grab this artifact. Okay, because of that, we move the dragon track up that you cannot see, but it's there. Okay, so we got 1 artifact. Okay, so I don't know if I should steal the artifact now or wait till my turn's done. Let's go ahead and do that. Steal an artifact. Another test subject trying to steal the big boss's goods, eh? Found another one of you sneaking around here. A Mick Two Fingers or something. He a friend of yours? Real slimy. Anyways, time to deliver you back to the lab. Place the Keymaster near this tile. You cannot leave until the Keymaster is defeated. Okay, so... Alright, there's that. Well, it just happens that I pulled a ton of swords. Okay, so I'm going to use my 2 swords off my mercenary here. And we're going to go ahead and defeat him. And I assume... Okay, defeat the Keymaster, okay. At least I did my part, I did. Be angry. The big boss will be angry. Stick it to that Mick, will you? And the old man, the wizard, and with that he laid his head back down, and you heard the earth shatter, roar of Umbra Vesna fill the caves. Okay, so it says to take a lockpick. I'm going to assume that I get to do everything just like I normally would. Okay, so we did that. Now technically I have... I used 1 boot to get into there, I believe. And I used 1 sword to get into there. So I have still 4 swords left, so I can leave that room, and I got 1 more boot. So we're going to travel, use pretty much everything I've got to travel down that tunnel. Yeah, I might as well, I can backtrack, I guess. I guess I could just hop back to here. Do I want, well, I've kind of already seen this tile. Let's put a different, I'll shuffle, so if I decide I get a, and I can pass through there because, so I can take this path through here because I have the map. I can pass that one way and grab the monkey idol. But then do I have to get to the safe spot again? I'm curious if I'm going to have to get to that safe and then just travel all the way back around. Okay, well, we'll have to worry about that later. Okay, so let's... Yeah, it's going to be faster. I'll use another sword to there. 1. Yeah, because I used 1 to get into that room, 2 pick up the artifact. Okay, so we'll do that. So my boots are done. I used 2 swords, so I technically have 3. I can defeat the goblin and get another gold. Used all the boots, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take robbery, which is 2 swords and 2 money just for playing it. And if you're mark a room, teleport to an adjacent room. I don't get anything special. I did not buy a companion, so I cannot use a conscript. I need to remember to have those. Oh. Alright, so... Okay, move the next turn. Okay, 2 cards. 1, 2. The third, the one I bought, so we're not going to take that one out. It's just every turn it's forcing you to at least do 2. The Skulker Companion, and there's a Dragon Strike. No cubes. Not generating a lot of Clank. Just double check. Yeah, we're still doing 3 cubes. 1, 2, 3. Well, there's another one of mine. This is not good. I guess there's not many blue ones in there. Okay, so we draw a card, and I need to shuffle. Let's do a top under shuffle. If you don't know what a top under shuffle, that's what I call it. I take the top card, top 2, then I go top, bottom. Seems to do it pretty. Splits the deck up, I feel. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Alright, we got the Rebel Scribe, a Burgle, 2 Mercenaries, and the Rebel Squire. If you have another companion, draw a card. I got 3 companions. Alright, we got Inspire. Ending this turn, I can put a companion on top of my deck. Alright. Oh, and if you have Rebel Scribe, if you have one, draw a card. Alright. Wow, I just got Robbery, so 2 gold. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. Boots, let's do boots first. Okay, so I only have 1 boot, but I've got a bunch of swords and some money. Okay, I've got 6 swords and 1 boot. Alright, so before I defeat monsters in the dungeon, let's use 1 of the swords. So I got 5 left, and I need 2 boots to travel that path. I can do it. It's gonna be... Well, I can take this path. So 1 boot there won't do much. I have 6 boots or 6 swords. So let's do... This is 3. Defeat. Draw 2 cards. Okay. There's a boot. 2 more boots. Nice. Okay. All other players get +1 Clank. So I'm going to take the Rebel dude. Put it in the Clank area there. Okay. So I defeated him. I drew my 2 cards. I got 2 more boots. So 1, I'm in the market. If you are in the market room, teleport to an adjacent room. Okay. So what I could do is I could teleport up to the shrine and then use a boot to come to the market again. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've only got $5. I already got the 2 there, I know. Okay. So I can't buy anything in the market, but I could teleport to the Crystal Cave and stop. Or I could go up, teleport up to the Way Shrine, get another $1, which puts me closer to this. Which then I can defeat the... Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Oh, because I will do... So if I do this, so I'm teleporting. I get 2 coins, because for every Way Shrine I've donated to, I get 2 coins. Okay, so that gives me 7. So my next turn, if I need to, from the market... Or not necessarily my next turn, but I could move now. Okay, so I used 1 boot to move. I teleported, so I got 3 more boots. So we're going to go 1 there. So now I'm in the market. I'm going to spend all of this. One of them I wanted a crown, so by paying 7, I get a 10-point crown. Okay, and then I can use my last boot, and I can go backwards because I have the map. Grab the monkey idol. All right, so I've okay, well, so let's backtrack this. Move on to a title near the monkey shrine, so I guess that would be now. Okay. It is I, the level 0 skeleton, newly necromanced and ready for my first fight. Who dares challenge me, guardian of basic secrets, bringer of minor pain and low level suffering? Is this another test? Subject ready to be transformed. Place the skeleton in this tile. You cannot leave this tile. So I wonder if I was supposed to do that when I was here. Oh well, I mean, I have plenty of swords. I would have defeated him anyway. So I would have taken this guy, placed it on the tile near, so I probably would have done it, should have done it here. But it's only one sword. I defeat him, I get 2 money. So I'm a little bit backwards and produce a Clank. Okay. Now, I then would have moved into the market, done all my other stuff, then use my last boot to grab the monkey idol, defeat the skeleton, locate the face-up tile that's closest to the one you're standing on. Okay, so this was before when I defeat the skeleton. So I would have... So locate a face-up tile on the closest one you're standing to. Flip it face down, is now impassable. Okay. The style tile can never be collapsed. When the tile collapses, remove anything on it. Okay, remove any lockpicks to the bank. Okay. Alright. Okay, so then that's still the monkey idol. Okay. Man, this is a really small text. Phew. Pooh. Man, I cannot read this. This is ridiculous. I can't zoom in and... Even with my bifocals, holy crap. You see the same strange man, this time robed like a scholar and looking slightly more solid somehow, less translucent. He had a hungry look in his eyes. It gave you a spooky feeling. Sorry that I'm reading like a robot. I'm just doing it one time. Thank you, my dear adventurer. You broke the spell keeping me out of this place. I catalog rare finds like this as a librarian of sorts. This will make a fine addition to my collection. Just hand it over so I can classify it. Do you give the monkey idol to the wizard? Sure. He unhinged his jaw and dropped the monkey idol in a hole, then let out a terrifying belch. That's very poorly written. He unhinged his jaw and dropped the monkey idol in hole. Well, I guess, yeah. And then let out, okay. He reappeared again looking more solid. Thank you, my dear adventurer. I feel much better. Come find me later in, well, some dungeon like this one. I can show you the secrets to the universe then. And here, my librarian avatar. I won't be needing it, he said. Then poof, he was gone, leaving a similar but less magical looking librarian. Lose monkey idol. Okay, so I lose it. Acquire librarian. It's probably going to be part of my deck now. And gain the Catacombs map, which we had set aside. That was one that we had set aside. Okay. Alright, so now I guess I need to just escape now to the exit. So I guess I need to, yeah, I'm right above it. So obviously I need to go around, it looks like. And since I have the map, thank goodness, I can travel backwards. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do next turn. Okay. The walls begin to shake. You saw a skeletal claw more terrifying than you could ever imagine. Umbrock Vesna was collapsing in the cave. Somewhere you hear a yelp. You hoped it was Max. Collapse the nearest square tile. Well, it doesn't say I have to, so I'm going to do that one. Your rival makes 1 Clank. I'm not sure if I'm doing this 100% correct. I'm just kind of guessing, to be honest. Okay, and then we remove 1, 2, and 3. I'm sure this is going to speed up now quite a bit. Okay, so let's refill. Dragon Strike with the Ogre Merchant. Sudden movement. Each player alone on a square tile must rotate to a new orientation. Okay, I cannot. I'm on the starting tile technically, so I cannot do that. And that, alright, so Dragon Strike. We're still with only 3 cubes. So if it wasn't for my map, I would have to really take a long, well, yeah, I'd have to really take a long route around. 1, 2, okay, so there's 1 for him. And 1 for me. So I'm up to 4 total. Still not too dangered yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. There's my secret tome finally. Seems like I had that quite a while. A Burgle, the Brave Hero. -2 Clank, which I cannot do unless I create some. Each other player gains a Clank, so I put a blue in the Clank area. If you have a crown, they get 2. I do have a crown, that's why I bought the crown. Alright, so we're going to add that there. Alright, I've got 1 boot. So this is, I guess I'm in the middle. No, I can't go that way anyway, so I have to go this way. So we're going to take a boot here. I am going to spend another lockpick, gain another tome. Because I think the more points I get, the easier things will go for me. So I have 2 tomes now. Okay, I had 1 boot. I have 4 swords, which is just enough to defeat the Ogre Merchant. I get 5 for him, so I'll take a silver coin. Or if you're in a market room, take a market item at no cost. Wow. I guess I could have gone backwards, but I don't want to waste a turn going back. All right, and then I have 4 $5. If you're in a crystal cave, -2 Clank. Sudden movement is 2 boots. I'm going to take that for 3. I'm going to do the Underground River. It's a device. It gives me a boot. So I'm going to move into here and heal 1. And I didn't use any sword. Or no, I used all 4 swords to defeat the Ogre Merchant. Yep. Okay. So before the next turn, take out that. So I need to be careful about buying cards. There's a strike, but I'm not adding a lot of Clank. 3, 5, and 6. Okay, no dragon strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I do this Crystal Cobalt this turn? Feels like I just pulled that out. I'm pretty sure I just did. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, okay, well, 2 of the bad guy. So he's at 3 damage. I'm at 4 damage now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, Golden Flute, a money, and a Clank. If you buy 1 item from the market this turn, you can buy it for 5. Looks like I probably will not. Stumble. And trash a Burgle in your discard or your play area. Let's go ahead and trash that one. Okay, so I got 1 boot, so we're going to take this turn on the tile. And if I do this, it loops around. That loops around. So this will allow me to go. I'm trying to get, obviously, around this way. So there's that. So that's 1 boot there. $2. I'm not going to buy anything because I know there's going to be a lot pulled from this strike anyways. Okay. Did not escape. Next turn. Collapse the nearest square tile. Okay, so that just collapsed behind me. Okay, put the lockpick that was on that tile, and we're ready to go. And 3 of these, so we're not ready to go. Nope, that's a Rebel Paladin, a Scavenger, and a Pillage. I'll describe those cards as we buy them as needed. All right, so I'm at least, what I really need is boots. Two, and over and under shuffle. Put one on top, one on the bottom. Seems to break up the deck pretty good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, so we have robbery, 2 money. If you are in a market, teleport. There's the flute, money, and a clank. This is going to go bad. You may want to buy one money from the market, even if you're not in the market room. Sweet, I'm not in the market room. So this is a 5 gold right there. You may buy it for 5, even if you're not. So I'm going to spend 5. I'm going to get this blood amulet. This is kind of new. I think I heal immediately. If you have at least 5 damage, which I don't, when you buy it immediately, heal 2. So if I buy it now, okay, I don't want to buy that now. That's a card I have, so I can do that pretty much at any time. So let's buy another crown. Because I really don't need a backpack. I guess I could snag another artifact. It would be the 7-pointer probably. Okay, I'm just go with the 8-point. I still gained experience doing that. Each other player gets a clank from my corrupt advisor. If I have a crown, they get 2 clanks, so I'm adding his up a little bit too. All right. Okay. Inspire, I can put a companion back on, so I could give them more clank with the companion. And then when ending this turn, I got my brave here, so I have 2 boots. So we're gonna go 1 here. I do have 3 swords. So we're going to defeat that monster. And I need to go straight down as possible. So I don't see how this works. I guess. Is there another teleport? There is, to a locked room. Meaning I can go down this way. I can't, that blocks off that. I can do that, but that essentially makes a dead end. Maybe they don't care. Yeah, they purposely blocked off that so you can't teleport to it. There's no other, the only other teleport room is over here, which is basically dead-ended too. So I'm not 100% sure what I should do in this case. Because there's only one thing to do and it dead ends. So you know what? I don't know if this is cheating or not, but I'll put that tile back and I'll select another tile. I'm not trying to make it easier. I'm just, that makes it I guess it doesn't make it 100% dead end. All right, so I'm going to shift this over a little bit this way because I'm going to need to come into here, it looks like. All right, so I'm in here. There's a secret. I get a lock pick. Okay, but I only have, that's technically a crystal cavern, so I have to stop. I have a second boot. I have 2 swords left, so I will defeat the goblin. There's no monsters in the dungeon row. And $5 if I need it. $5. There's a swindle that gives me money, 3 money just for playing it. The bard adds clank. Pillage is 2 swords and a boot. The rebel paladin, I can draw cards with him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend, it's 4. I'm going to do this. I'm going to use my conscription token. Forgot I had those. Put that on top because I can draw cards with that. All right, so next turn, take out these 3. Charlatan, Rebel General, and remove traps. Okay, and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, there's a companion. Draw a card. If you have an artifact, draw a card, so I'm drawing 2. Okay, a tome does me no good. Alright, if you have companion in your area, draw a card. Okay, sneak attack, -2 clank, so sometimes this can get a little tricky. Drawing a bunch of cards. Okay, there's a bunch of burgles. Okay, boots first. I have 2 boots, so 1. Yeah, because the cool thing, if I do this, I basically get a free move all the way down to this next tile. So I've used 1 boot. And I can go through here, get down. I can get through there. I don't want to stop in that crystal cave. So that was 1 boot. So technically I have 2. I'm going to use a lockpick. So I'm getting kind of some free movement here. Okay, and this will move me over to the left here. Okay, so this is a ghost tile, so we put a ghost in the clank area. And then if we pull that, everybody takes damage. All right, I got quite a bit done with those 2 boots. Yeah, 1, 2. Okay, yep. All right, all my boots. Now I got 4 swords. There are no monsters in the thing, so I'll defeat the goblin twice. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can get 7. I'm going to get this Rebel General because all of these seem to have, again, companions draw cards. So I have 2 left. I don't want to risk anything else. Alright, so next turn, collapse the nearest square tile. So we'll collapse this one. It just basically means you're not going back. So if somebody's following you, I wonder what happens if... Oh, nobody will be following you because this is solo. Okay, continue and destroy these 3 cards. Wow. Okay. Refill. Nope. Yes. Now there's a Thirst for Adventure, 3 boots. That's great. Okay, so we throw all this in. Now if we pull the ghost tile out, we all take a damage and it goes back to the clank area, so it never goes away. Okay, so he takes 2. Nice. 2. And because of the ghost tile, we both take an extra 1. So he's filling up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 3 left and then he's dead. I'm not far behind. I'm up to 5 total myself. He's up to 6. Sorry, math. And then that goes back to the clank area. 4, 5. All right. Dang it, -2 clank for the librarian. If you have another companion, draw a card from the scribe. Crystal Cave, I gain 2 swords. I have a mercenary and the stumble. So since it's a stumble, it's -1 clank. Secret tome does nothing. So I got 1 boot. Do I want to get another tome? I'm in the... Yeah, let's unlock this. Take another tome. My deck's big enough that well, now I got 3 in there. Okay, but I'm trying to get points because I think it's going to help me. If you have a secret tome in your player, discard... Oh, draw 2 cards. I did. I already had a secret tome, so I draw 2 more. Trash a burgle and another mercenary. So let's trash a burgle. Okay, so that gave me 2 boots. So we're going to do 1 on this path here. Okay, now the nice thing is, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm trying to make the most direct route. I can go backwards on these tiles, which is great. So I'm going to go here for, that's my boot, for 1. Stand up, lady. I grab a secret. I got another puzzle box. So I'm going to make it to a race train. There's 1. We're going to go here for 2. Oh, technically I put ghost cube for that. Oh, another. Okay. Now, I need to do this so that I can basically get there. All right. It's hard to tell where she... Okay, so I put another cube here. I automatically get 3 gold. So I'm going to trade in 2 gold and take a silver for 5. We add another ghost to the clank area. Okay, that was both of my boots. Oh, and then the puzzle box, I trash the puzzle box and take a tome, right? Let me just make sure. Puzzle box. Keep the same one. Take a major secret. Major secret. Oh, 5 coins. Sweet. Grab another silver. Okay. Boots. I got 4 boots. There's another ogre merchant. Defeat. Or if I'm in a market room, take a market item at no cost. So I'll defeat him. Take 5 gold. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $5 again. Ooh, I'd like this Thirst for Adventure, but that's 7. That's got 3 boots on it. Animated wall. That's a boot. I have swords. So 2 swords. Okay, so we're going to do 2 swords. I'm going to defeat him, get 2 more swords. But I also get a boot. So 2 swords to defeat him. Okay. I have 2 swords for my mercenary, so I'm free to go through here. Okay, I get 1 extra boot, and that's 4 shrines, so that's 4 money. I'll turn 1 in, get another silver. So he's defeated. Okay, I think I got everything. I'm not gonna buy anything more. Well, Charlatan is 4. I had money. Discard a card to draw 2. Okay. All right, so this was okay. Haven't escaped, so again, next turn we get rid of that. Dang it, that's gone. All right. Arrival, all players get a clank. I think I've missed a few of those arrival ones. Trying the best I can here. A Waystone, Dragon Strike. Okay. So there's the boots of the Ape Lord, which are 3 boots. That's 3 cost. Yeah, it's going to be 3 clank, though. But I think I'm close enough. I'm almost out of here. So, all right, so we're doing a Dragon Strike. Collect all this. Still only doing 3 cubes, though. All right, kind of safe. Okay, that goes back to Clank area, and we both take a damage. Okay. All right. I have 1 card, so we need to shuffle again. I'm going to end up stopping in a crystal cave at least once. Twice to get out of here. How are you supposed to, if you got a crappy tile, how are you supposed to get back that way? This seems a little unfair. If I didn't have the map, I guess I earned a map, didn't I, by getting out or by rescuing the librarian. So that's there. Okay, that's pretty smart of them. Yeah, I got a map. I had one already, but the librarian gave me one, I believe. That's why I have 2. So that way you can get out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Sudden movement. That's when it arrives. I did do that one. Okay, so that's boots, which is good. Robbery, 2 more money. Man. So there's two. Actually, I got 4 silver, so I can trade those in for 2 golds, which are 10 apiece. And then I'm gaining 2, so I'm going to turn in 3 of these, take a silver. All right. Rebel Paladin, they both say, if you have a companion, draw a card. If you have an artifact, draw a card. If you have another companion, draw a card. This is where you get lots of your boots and swords and so forth. Okay, so I have an expert guide, a burgle. I haven't freed any prisoners in the golden flute, gain a money, but add a clank. And then you may buy 1 item from the market this turn for 5, even if you're not in the market room. Well, we're going to spend 7, or for 5. Now I have more than 5 damage, so now I'm going to buy the blood amulet. I can immediately heal 2. Okay, so now I'm only down to 4 damage. Good. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 boots, so that sucks. 1, 2, 3 of them are wasted. It's going to take me at least 2 more turns to escape, because that's the other stupid crystal cavern. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 swords. I can defeat the Arch Overlord. Defeat, draw 2 cards. All other players get a Clank. So boots, it's not going to really help me. Draw 2 more cards. Each other player gets a Clank, so I need to do that for the bad guy. Okay, so I'm drawing 2 cards. Was it just 1? No, draw 2. Okay. I got another Burgle, which I'm probably not going to use, maybe for a tome. There's the Corrupted Visor. They get 2 Clank because I have a crown. Yeah, I can't move anymore because of the crystal. 2, 3, there's 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I've easily got 1 to get another tome. Might as well. Alright. So we'll hit next turn. Collapse the nearest square tile. So we'll just collapse this one behind me. And then these 3 cards are gone. Nope. No strike. Bandit. Ooh. Astral Projection. No strikes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So either way, whether I get 1 or 2 boots, it won't really matter more. A tome. A stumble. Can't. Still got that stupid thing in my deck. 1 boot, which is fine. And the Librarian minus 2 Clank, which is sweet. If you have a tome in your discard pile, draw 2 cards. Again, I don't have any pass-throughs. Well, I do have teleports. I think. Maybe they won't help me. Okay. So I drew a Shadow Walk, trash a Burgle. I might as well go through all the steps. If you have a companion, draw a card, which I've got plenty of companions. When ending this turn, put a companion on top of your deck. Alright, so it doesn't matter. I've got 1 boot, move into a crystal cave. There are no monsters to defeat, so I have 4 swords, so I might as well defeat the goblin 2 more times. So that's 2, I'll turn in 3, get a silver, and having a ton of boots. I think they kind of did that purpose, putting that crystal cavern right at the entrance. It slows the beginning and the end down. Oops. Okay, next turn. These 3 are trashed. Never gone through so much as there's a Dragon Strike, which is kind of good. There's another Dragon Strike and a Skeleton. So I think I'm going to be fine. I think I'm going to make it. Haven't got a lot of tokens to move the dragon track up. Oh, well, I take a damage because of the ghost. He takes 3 damage, and he is dead. He died. That goes back to the Clank area. I think all that means there's no, like, choosing if he died. I just think it said it won't add any more Clank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe there was something at the end. I can't remember. Alright, Secret Tome. Discard a card to draw 2 cards, so I'm discarding this card, or Secret Tome to draw 2. That's 1. Ooh, I don't even have a boot. Come on. Don't want to get this far and not have a boot. So I'm drawing... Am I drawing 2 now? Or 3. Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. I discarded... I haven't drawn a yet, I'm sure. I don't think so, so I'm drawing 3. 1, 2. There's a boot. 3. Secret Tome, Stumble, 2 mercenaries, so I can defeat the goblin twice more before I leave. Well, I'm technically not leaving, I guess, yet, because I only got 1 boot. 1. Would have been so nice to get another one. Okay. Alright, I just need to survive 1 more Dragon Strike, so even 3 cubes, even if it does happen. Collapse the room nearest you. Okay, and then 3 cards here. There's a Dragon Strike there. Okay, so even if unless I guess all three of mine, no, even if all three of mine, oh, plus the ghost, unless I guess I draw 2 or 3 ghosts, I guess. That's just as bad. So we're still drawing 3. Well, there's that guy. So I still take 2 from the ghosts. That was not good. If I hadn't healed those 2, I would have been, so I'm a 3 away from death. But as long as I draw 1 boot, I'm escaping. Oh, phew, I was going to say, I almost didn't draw a boot. All right, defensive position, draw. I didn't have any money to really buy anything. Rebel Paladin, I do not have a companion to draw a card. All right, so, all right, okay, and escape. All right, so we escaped. Artifacts. Which artifact did I get? I got the 10-point artifact. Okay. All right, so now I just need to total everything else up. Okay. So let's do cards. Mercenary, no score. Starter, mercenary, no score. Burgle. There's a 1-point secret tome. Starter, secret tome, a 2-point. Questionable, worth 5 points. I did not get prisoners, so that's a no score. 2-pointer, 1.7. Ooh, I got 4 of those. Nice. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 times 4 is 28. 30, 32, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Actually, let's do this differently just because I can't math. There's 28. There's 30, 40, 45, 50. 7 plus 3 is 60. 8 plus there's 70. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 87. I believe. I want to make sure I get as much as I can. Dang it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's 28, there's 30, 40, 50, and then that's 50, 60, 70, 80, 82, 84, 86, 87, 88, 89. Yeah, I was right. Oh, 87, 89. Okay, 2 more. Okay. All right. What? Chapter complete D+. Oh, I forgot my gold. Oh, shoot. I had, dang it. That would have been, okay. We meet again, Road Warrior Adventuring Student. You're spectacular down those dungeons. It's enough to make your own another escape, an artifact for the books. Now about the secrets of the universe. You're not quite ready for that, but you can help me save the kingdom. There's something strange going in the capital. Okay, so I'm going to restart this. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but okay, we've done all that. Okay, okay, okay. We did all this. Okay. Let's do this. Let's just put game over. Score game, okay. Escaped. No, okay, I can't do that. Shoot. Score game. Restart. Shoot. Come on, there's no back button. This is okay. Okay, let's try this then. So at 89, 99, 100. Okay. 90, 100, 10, 5, 107. Still a C. You woke back in the forest alone until poof, napping on the job, are we? Well, this is what you deserve after leaving me to fend for myself down there. You did help me get to the shrine, so I'll give you this insight free of charge. The capital is the place to become an adventurer. The kingdom is just so happens to be in need of saving too. So go to the capital and find out who this big boss character is. They sound like an intriguing personality. Okay. So that's it, I guess. I got a slightly better for 20 almost points more. Feel feel like I did a really good job. I mean, 100 points in Clank's pretty respectable point system, I thought. Oh well, like I said, I may have missed a few things. There's there's quite a bit to manage here with an individual player, but I think I got most of it. I may have made a few goofs here. I didn't use my conscriptions as well as I guess I could have, but I almost died. I think I did most of this correctly here, so if there's mistakes, there's mistakes. Please don't judge me too harshly about it, but that's a nice way to play the game. Like I said, there is kind of a lot to manage and so forth from there. And it's nice that they made it a campaign instead of just the other. I played the other solo app for the regular Clank, and it was a good way to, again, play it solo, having random cards removed and different things sometimes would random happen and gave you challenges to do extra things. And so this is kind of nice to have a little bit of story with it. But let me know what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed that playthrough. Hopefully it gives you an idea of how this is working and so forth, and find out that the app, by the way, is free. You just have to now download it. I think it's called Direwolf Studios. It's no longer Clank or no longer Renegade app. I did find that out a little while ago when I first got Catacombs. And we played our first game to score because the old Renegade app doesn't work anymore. So, yeah, you have to buy let's see, which is it now? Yeah, the Direwolf Games app. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.